I hope that you're awesome wherever you are. I knew I had to make a video today, and I want to talk a little bit more about things that I'm doing, but there's a couple of things. So this book called The Dictionary of Symbols is fantastic because you can look at things in a very, very different way. So I'm going to look at some things in this book and read some things to you in here. And also, since I'm the author of Angelic Guidance, and of course I still connect with my guidance, my angels, my spirit guides, etc. But it's more, even deeper of a channeling now than it ever was. And in fact, sort of channeling's not really the right words for it, because there's such a deeper connection. And this is what I'm trying to bring through to humanity, obviously, is to try to show you, like I've been trying to show you for God knows how long now, how to open this within yourself. And it comes from quietening the mind and to stopping all of the nonsensical voices in your head that try to deter you from being the greatest that you can be. Okay? So the first thing that I want to do is I want to read to you a tiny little passage here in this book of symbols about angels. Okay? Now I hope that this is unlisted. I think it is, hopefully. Okay, angels. Where are we? Okay, this is so interesting, and I hope that this helps you. Okay, and a symbol of invisible forces, of the powers ascending and descending between the source of life and the world of phenomena. Here, as in other cases, the symbolic fact does not modify the real fact. In alchemy, the angel symbolizes sublimation, that is the ascension of a volatile spiritual principle. As in the figures of the Viatorium Spagaricum, the parallelism between angelic orders and astral worlds has been traced with singular precision by Rudolf Steiner in Les Hierarchies Spirituales. So the spiritual hierarchies, right? Following the treatise on the celestial hierarchies by the Pseudo-Dionysus. From the earliest days of culture, angels figure in artistic iconography, and by the 4th millennium BC, before Christ, little or no distinction is made between angels and winged deities. They didn't know the difference. Gothic art, in many remarkable images, expresses the protective and sublime aspects of the angel figure, while the Romanesque tends rather to stress its otherworldly nature. A symbol of invisible forces, of the powers of ascending and descending between source of life and the world, right? And the symbolic fact that in alchemy, the angel symbolizes the ascension, okay, the rising up or the freeing of a volatile spiritual principle, and the orders of the angelic realms and the astral realms being one and the same, as are all winged deities, i.e. when you look at a Paprius and you look at Isis with the wings, or Hathor, or any of those, right? Gods and goddesses, pre-Christ, pre-Bible. So we've always had a connection with these invisible forces. The hierarchy of the angels comes from humans, unfortunately. And unfortunately, there has been a lot of false energy surrounding angels and their connections with us and with others as well. Okay, so let me turn to a random page. And I got the Archangel Adnachiel. So here it says, Archangel Adnachiel is with you, bringing news of a sudden trip. So you're getting ready for something unexpected here. You may be doing some extra study. This might be part of your life purpose. Hello, we're studying right now. So things coming in suddenly because the energy of Archangel Adnachiel, okay, which goes by many different names, okay, is connected with the energy of things moving quickly. So it also is the energy of a journey. Is it a spiritual journey? Is it movement? Is it change? Are you changing your appearance? Are you changing aesthetics of something all around you? Are you opening yourself up to something here? You see how this can work? The best kinds of journeys are ones where you do not give yourself expectations, but rather decide to experience. Allow yourself to enjoy. The more flexible you are, the more your journey will be worthwhile. Okay, the angels. A truth about the angels is that humanity has given them names. There is dictionaries of angels, and you all can look those up. You can look up an angel name for a journey, and you might come across it, Nachiel or Virtuel, or any of them. Virtuel, or the EL, means light. So we're calling in light on a subject. We're calling in essence, the energy of awareness to what we are doing or what is surrounding us. So let's have a look at light in a symbolic sense, and then I'm going to show you something. All right, so by the way, all of my free courses and things are still there. There's nothing, everything's honored with all of that work. It's still relevant, it's still real, it's still correct, it's still beautiful, it's still life-changing, okay? I have stated that I'm not doing tarot cards, and that doesn't mean that I may not do oracle cards or something similar, right? Whatever helps, whatever medium helps to get the message across. But here, I just want to focus on something real quick, and I'm going to show you something. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Who else does that? When they're looking for it, they start saying the alphabet to see where the hell they're at. L, M. Okay, lights. Okay, you ready? Remember, the angels was invisible forces ascending and descending through the astral realms, through the earthly realms, right? Moving up and down, one and the same. Light traditionally is equated with the spirit. Eli Starr asserts that the superiority of the spirit is immediately recognizable by its luminous intensity. Light is the manifestation of morality, of the intellect, of the 7 virtues. In whiteness, its whiteness alludes to just such a synthesis of all. Light of any given color possesses a symbolism corresponding to that color, plus the significance of emanation from the center. For light is also a creative force, cosmic energy, irradiation. Symbolically, illumination comes from the east. Psychologically speaking, to become illuminated is to become aware of a source of light and, in consequence, of spiritual strength. Why God, right? Creative force, a cosmic energy. Why do you think there is the word EL at the end of angel? Light, cosmic energy, a creative force, illumination, right? Illuminated, becoming aware of a source of light. It's equated with spirit, okay? Superiority of the spirit immediately recognized by its luminous intensity, okay? So we have light with spirit, illumination, spirit, spirit, spirit. We have intensity of this. We have manifestation. Okay, we have the angels of ascending and descending information, creative forces. Okay, right? I want to look up fire and the flame. Let's have a look. Fire. This is a long one, so I'm not going to read all about the fire. Okay. In Egyptian hieroglyphics, fire is related to the solar symbolism of the flame, and associated in particular with the concepts of life and health, deriving from the idea of having good body heat. Okay, everything working well and in balance is connected with fire. An heated up body, for example, is one who has high blood pressure or hot flushes or all of these, okay, would definitely be connected also with the fire in the blood and in the hormones, endocrine system as well, and trying to keep a balance here. So, okay, so body heat. It is also allied with showing that the symbol had developed the expression of spiritual energy. My God. Alchemists retained in particular the Heraclitean notion of fire as the agent of transmutation. Okay? Light and heat from the sun, transmutation, regeneration, recalibration, right? All of these things. Okay? The triumphant power and vitality of the sun, by analogy, which is connected with fire, right? The spirit of the shining origin is tantamount to victory over the power of evil, the forces of darkness. Purification is the necessity, sacrificial means of achieving the sun's triumph. Okay? It goes on a lot about this. Again, victory over evil, transformation, transcending, dreams and mysteries, and the elements of good health, solar symbolism of the flame, the concepts of life, right? All of this. But when we look at the flame, which is what I'm talking about, listen to this. See how this is just working itself out? Because it's meant to be. There are certain significant points of contact between the flame and light. For Bachelard, the flame symbolizes transcendence itself, whereas light signifies the effect of the transcendental upon the environment. Here, he adds, that the alchemist attributed the value of gold to the fact of its being a receptacle for the element of fire, or the sun. The quintessence of gold is fire. The Greeks represented the spirit as a gust of incandescent air. Thus, people needing wings, right? Energies needing wings to move around, connected with the light, connected with gusts of wind, connected with flight, connected with ascension, connected with earth, connected with heaven, if you want to call it that, or astral realms, or the spiritual realms. It is all connected with flame. It is all connected with fire. It is all connected with transcendence. It's all connected with your ascension. And unfortunately, what's happened is over the years, since 1947 to be precise, and if you want to know more about that, I'm not afraid to make a video about it and talk about it all. But since then, certain agreements were made to mimic, which is why I call it a mimic energy, mimic spirituality. And these were certain agreements that were made for this to happen. And what that meant was there was almost like a net placed upon humanity. And people were reaching for help and support and assistance. People were having experiences with UFOs and angels and channeling and, you know, the Seth books and, you know, Abraham Hicks and all these ones can't start coming forward, right, etc. Contactees and all of the stories about the secret space, you know, program and all these gifted and talented kids and all this stuff, right? So there was all of this netting placed upon the essence, the light, the flame, the fire, the connection, the true connection with the cosmos, the true connection with the angels, and the true definition of the heat in your physical body, the ability for you to actually transcend, transform, rewire, change everything on an inner level, right? Yourself. And this was taken away from us, and instead we were taught that others knew more than us, and therefore we're giving our attention to other people, trying to learn, but our brain kept going around in circles, right? We have had this energy of the flame, of the essence, of the light, of the angels, of the guardians, whatever you want to call it, and a telepathic connection to them since before Earth existed. It happened in different dimensions and interplanetary energy as well. And in fact, the Sirian energy, Sirius B, for example, the Orion energy has a lot to do with negativity on the planet, etc. The draconians, all this sort of stuff. There's negative and there's positive. And when people have been looking and searching and wondering and trying to heal and trying to change and try to shift and try to ascend, they always go to somebody else to try to get the help that they need. And many of us who were there as the helpers for a super long time, who are genuine and really, you know, have the skills and capabilities to get you past anything, people wouldn't listen and would move to a trend and would move to the next trend and would look for a savior or would look for someone who was getting answers from somewhere else. And so it became extremely apparent to me, and just live here while I've been doing this recording for you, how this all pulled around to the same message, that we have this within us, that when we understand this, and when we start focusing on knowing, on remembering, on awakening on an inner level, right? The doors that you're looking to open in spirit, open within you and connect you out to thousands of gateways. If people don't recognize what they have, they will continue to depend on outside sources and be left in that energy of going around in circles. My new vibration, my new energy is an ancient one. I woke up to this at the beginning of this year as complete, done with the old ways. Because after demonstrating yesterday, I made a video yesterday, which I never expected anyone to watch because I make stupid videos quite often on TikTok. They might be 5 seconds or 15 seconds long or something silly or whatever. And I made this one yesterday, and it was a common thing of forceful shufflers. See tarot readers on TikTok especially, and they are jamming the cards as fast as they can and as hard as they can. So I made a funny video about this fake energy, okay? Mind you, I have already made videos on tips for people who are learning tarot, and be careful what to do and what not to do. And if you're looking for genuine readers, this is what you got to look for, right? So I made this thing about fake readers. It's hilarious. However, it just gained all this traction yesterday, right? Why was it that something so silly, something that's not about teaching anything, but just being silly, I didn't say one word, it was all acting. I thought to myself, well, are you in the right business here? You know, you should be in comedy. But it showed me something. Now, there's a few people that were just making stupid comments about it, whatever. And I don't have to prove myself and my abilities to anyone, because all of you who've been there know. And how much I give to this world, etc., right? But it struck me as funny yesterday. And I thought about it. And I thought, you know, maybe you shouldn't have been doing sort of a video like that. The other side slapped at me, just went bang. And it said, laughter is the best medicine. Joy is the highest vibration. If you need to get a point across, do it in humor, Becky. And people will get it. Okay? And it worked. It just went crazy. So, inside of you, this is where the magic happens. And I often tell people, what's worth your time, what's worth your energy, you know? For me, being funny and silly is definitely worth my time and energy. I'm sorry if people who do shuffle like a maniac got upset saying, well, we all shuffle the way we shuffle. It's like, no, if you're causing someone anxiety, and you're too rough and you don't honor those cards. I don't care about cards jumping out, whatever. It happens to all of us. But like forcefully making it so that cards jump out until you can go, oh my God, I'm so surprised that I pushed so hard and the cards went flying. Look at this. Well, obviously we know what's going on there. So the mimicry, the fake, the foolish, all this thing where there is such dependency on what someone's opinion is on something. One thing I learned a real long time ago is never to walk in anybody's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I lived how I believed. Get what I mean though? It's like, if I sat here listening to you, I don't know, people try to send me videos all the time. It's like, I'm not interested in what someone else is teaching or doing or selling or being, because there's too much of my own stuff to focus on and do and share and give, right? And create. And so I think what happens to a lot of people is, instead of sitting and, you know, writing stuff and connecting with stuff and continually keeping your notes in front of you and sitting outside in nature and coming up with ideas, you know, writing some things like writing your own declarations and what do you think you want to call an angel of the flame? We're going to call it hot stuff, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you are pushing yourself towards things that, you know, are bringing you happiness and pushing you into the direction that you know is fulfilling for you, right? Me doing card tarot every single day, trying to cut a break, trying to be the light in the darkness all the time, didn't pierce through. What pierced through was making everybody belly laugh without saying a word. I love it. I want to do more of that. I'm going to make a series of that, right? And teach you all, no worries, how to open up all of this flame, fire, angelic, light, you know, cosmic, astral, speaking in light language, healing with animals, whatever it is that you need to do. And you know that that's what I'm always about, always have been about. And this is now a far more powerful method because it's all activated just by listening. It's activated just by saying, I remember, even if you don't consciously remember anything. There was somebody that wrote that they were different all of the time and they're sick of being different and they're sick of this and why don't they fit in and they don't feel like they come from here. It's a dimensional thing. You spent too many lifetimes perhaps on another planet or in another dimension. So nothing here is making sense because you're not grounded into the earth. The inner you is awake to a higher vibration that the conscious mind on this earth plane can't get out. So you're going to have to ask about that and connect in with the earth a little bit more. Again, ask away with your questions. Wasn't that interesting to see? Oh yeah, something I wrote here. The light scaffolds are restructuring. The new flame frequencies are embedded through your body. The crystalline structure of your purpose is becoming active. I'm not here to interpret your path. I'm here to ignite your path. And what you feel when I speak, that burning, that connection, the heat that I used to tell you about. Look at my hands, the red hands, right? Red palms. I get hot whenever I'm around someone who requires some kind of healing, right? There's a burning sensation when I'm connected with that. And it's something that my inner body begins to ignite, actify, and alert, right? We're revoking any soul contracts to those who seek to observe, to mirror, and to drain our light. Going back to light, flame, essence. Angels, light, flame, essence. Spirit, winged deities, spirit guides, flame, essence, fire. All the same. All false cords are severed now across time. I call back my full flame sovereignty. There is no more for me. The word spirituality for me never has encompassed everything that I felt that I was capable and able and already doing, right? And it was not encompassing everything. Flame sovereignty does it all. As a sovereign being of light, remember? You call upon your entire spiritual light team. You connect into the center of the earth, the universe, right? You connect through all directions of time and space, dislodging any negative vibes, bringing in your higher self and source. And you know, after a time of doing that, the declarations of protection, you siphon out all of the draining cords. You get rid of all of the negative vibes that are being sent in your way. Nothing can touch you. Nothing can touch you. Even like people writing their la-di-da little things on yesterday's big post, whatever. It just made me laugh. It wasn't something that I was taking personally. It made me laugh that people were defending this type of behavior, and that's okay, whatever. The false cords are severed when you step into your sovereignty, right? You call back any cords of confusion. You call back from all your power from all directions of time and space. You silence all the echoes from past distortions and what people say and blah, blah, blah. And we feel the fire within us, right? I've got some more stuff here. What am I going to read now? Okay. I am not lost. I am encoded. I awaken the flame buried in silence. The voice is not you. New, it is returned. How cool is that? The reclamation of the true voice. The ones that were always left in the back are rising. The back are coming to the front. Let's see. Shana Tariel Omra, Kela Thorian, Avolen Daisha Menatha, Elia Thorenika, Valuena Shitari Omen, Kiroth Enala Miran, Tharin Esh Torah, which means I call my true essence to the surface. I dissolve the borrowed voices. I release the timelines I did not choose. My flame speaks now. My field is sovereign. I am the truth that I have been waiting for. You're going on a journey. The angels of journeys, movement, okay, transcendence, transformation, flame, things that are happening faster, okay, alchemy are coming through. This book is available anywhere online. Also, I am working out. I actually have a ton. I'll show you. I'm going to try to show you. There's like a ton. These are just some, obviously, of Lemurians. You can see they're lighting up. They're glowing. I have a nice big phantom here. Wonder if you're going to be able to see the phantom on the inside. Big phantom Lemurian. I have some Auralite red caps, pieces. So the crystal store, a big master Lemurian. The crystal store, the Lemurians and different things. Wow, look at that. Look at that big person in there. Come on. There's a big guardian in this crystal. Look at it. The Lemurians are coming back. We need them. We encoded them. We sang to them. We put information in them. They're coming back to us. Okay? Doorways and all kinds of things. So, yeah. Make sure that you have at least got an obsidian crystal. You've got your obsidian. You've got a Lemurian or a clear quartz as well, which amplifies the scrolls. These dissolve anything that's unnecessary. Your obsidian. You've got your, where is it right now? Where's the tourmaline? Okay. You've got your tourmaline. Okay. For your protections. You have your amethyst to help you with sleep. It's to help you to ground. It helps with your abilities and opening up things and your intuition and all of that. But it's really good protective for spiritual protection as well. Okay. Pneumite. This one hasn't got much of a sheen on it. How about this one? Pneumite. Prophecy stone. Right? It grounds you and opens you up. It's got flecks of gold in it. As you all know, love working with fluorite. This is a green one. And so there are things that are coming back. I'm bringing some older things back. Okay, some golden healer quartzes, right? Obviously, you know I love to work with my crystal balls. And I do have, this is a Lemurian seed crystal ball as well. Oh my God. Okay. So we got the reflection of the window right now on it, but still really, really nice and powerful. Citrine. So I'm gathering some things together. As you know, last year before, last year I had to shut down the Rock and Gems. It just was not moving at all. So now it's all shifted, and I will put some things on BDevine online. If you are looking for something in particular, I also have tons and tons of cabochons, You know, I like to make my own jewelry and all that. Actually, that reminds me. I always say that I've got something here. Oh, there's that piece I was looking for before. Bear with me. Yeah, like stuff like this. Let's see what this one is. Oh, yeah, beautiful. It's a carved labradorite. So I'll be making some more things. I've got the Temple of the Flame website coming up for you to study with, to open you up, to transmit. Okay, I've got transmissions available, which are extremely powerful. And I do have an eight-week intensive transmission flame immersion course. I mean, you can do anything you need to do. But you see, just by that example, everything pulled together. Everything pulled together in that message for you all, right? Without even trying. It's showing me in so many different ways. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I don't know whether you can get this book. You might be able to get it online somewhere. This is a really old one. This was made in, or printed, hang on, let's see, 1962. Okay, so there may be some things that were changed in here. Maybe in the new ones, there's things, but I mean, if you ever wanted to be someone that did do readings or whatever like that, just say that you're into all of that. It really helps to know your symbolism, and it helps to study up on those things. In the early days, I used to study a lot of superstitions, and then I would start to attribute those to what I was seeing as well. So everything to help you to awaken to who you are. There is no shade, by the way, on anyone who still does tarot readings. It's just, for me personally, 35 years is enough. I didn't like the dependency that it brought for others, and I wanted to be able to help you to awaken, and I knew that I couldn't do that doing the same old thing and expecting a different result. Okay? Makes sense, right? Einstein said, you know, it's the definition of stupidity, is trying to do this and expect a different result, right? So I hope that you liked this. I've got some more that we can study, of course, as we go along, and look at more videos that help to awaken you, of course. And if you see something, a video funny that is funny, I hope that it makes you laugh. I hope that you've laughed some point today, because that brings in a very high vibe, and it also anchors you into that you know, perfect timeline for yourself as well. So thanks for being here. There's links below if you would like your own transmission or not. It's up to you. And sending lots of love, and bye for now.